It's Old School Will, back again with my daughter Jennifer, or Jen as I call her all the time. I don't think she liked me calling her Jennifer, but I just like to call her Jen. But anyhow, she wanted to come back and do another video with you guys.
Yes. Let's talk about what we're doing today, or what you're doing today, and what we recently learned about electric vehicles.
Yeah.
Which I thank you. It took me a while to accept your helping me out in the position that I've been in with the unexpected rise of medical issues and things that were going on. So back in August was when I had my first surgery. I think September is when you offered to allow me to use your newly purchased electric vehicle. And by October, I accepted, because you had purchased in July, no miles. So October, I start driving this electric vehicle, which, no gas. Awesome. I'm not working far from my house, so it was 15 miles there and back. Could plug in to the garage. It's awesome. And then I started working remotely, so I'm barely driving at all. And then an incident happened, and I needed to get about 400 miles away
To Dallas.
And from being a gas car driver, I did not research charging stations. I trusted the app that Toyota provided to tell me where a charging station was going to be. Unfortunately, Toyota dealerships are closed on Sundays, and not all Toyota dealerships have charging stations.
So true.
So we learned a very valuable lesson about electric vehicles, and today you're going.
And today, Dad's going to rectify this entire problem by getting rid of that EV. Let me give you a little bit more background. Initially, when I bought that darn thing, I bought it because I was going to just do local mileage here, and back and forth to Walmart and a few places here where I live in around Galveston. And I decided to let my daughter have it, which I'm glad that she took it. I really am glad she took it. But I wasn't comfortable, especially when I started seeing the what do you call it? The not mileage, but well, it is the mileage on the charging.
Like when I came and we did the last video, and I had 150 miles that I could go, and you're 75 miles from my house.
Right.
So I plugged it up here.
That's one way now.
Yeah, I plugged it up here, because I had 75 miles left to get back home. So we plugged it up while we were here, and I was here for a few hours. But
Right.
even when I left here, by the time I got home, I had 1 mile.
Yeah,
left.
and that's been, you just don't realize how I've been pulling my hair out and worried and all of this about my daughter being stranded on the roadway. And I didn't tell her this, but that car does not have a spare tire.
Oh.
So that's, yeah. See, she didn't even know it.
Taking my chances.
I know. And I didn't have the nerve to tell her because I didn't want to.
I was doing 80 in the rain, Dad. 70. I was doing 70, 65 in the rain just now.
But,
really slow, paying full attention. I feel the road. I learned how to drive in the rain.
But you have to slow down in the rain because
I
they're the
drove an ambulance
hydroplane.
for a decade. I'm totally aware, but that's why you watch the road.
Yeah, but ambulance is a lot heavier.
It is true, exactly. But I feel every ton of the vehicle I'm driving. I listen and I feel the road that I'm on, and I watch the road and the vehicles in front of me, and I try to get in the anyways, back on point.
But this EV, this is going to alleviate a lot of headaches that I've had about worrying about my daughter and or at least running out of complete power. One time she got home and she only had less than a mile left on this electric vehicle. That night I got
there on a wing and a prayer after my trip to Dallas.
And I'm thinking, God, how am I going to be able to go and get her? I'm going to have to get a tow truck. It's not like you can put booster cables up on it and boost it off and none of that nonsense. So, you just don't know. But we made this video for the simple fact that I want to let folks know that think twice, do your research. Yes. Don't be like old school and mess up terribly like I did by buying this darn thing. And like I said, we're going to get rid of it today, and I want to get her a hybrid, which, gas and electric, something like 40, 45 miles to the gallon, which is even a whole lot better. Lord knows it is. But we're going to take care of that. But we just wanted to make this video to warn folks and
it was an eye stopper. I mean, everybody who saw that vehicle when I was stopped anywhere asked constantly about that vehicle. Toyota did, and I know you don't want to say who would. Toyota did a great job on what they made, with the look of what they made and people's interest in it. The problem is when you're uneducated about electric vehicles, as we were, everything you're using in that vehicle, from the air conditioner, if you have the heater on, if you have the music going, is using from that charge. So I quickly learned to turn off the air conditioner and just have the windows down so I'd get more miles. But then after the incident where I got home with basically no charge after the Dallas incident, it went to the dealership and was charged at the dealership. And actually my maximum mileage dropped. When you initially gave it to me, I could do 220 miles. After I brought it home from the dealership, the max it would go was 180 miles. So I'm like, what happened to those 40 miles? I need those, give them back. And the only way for me to recoup them was to turn off the air and whatnot when I was driving. So if you're gonna get an electric vehicle, just educate yourself, be prepared to add time to your trips. You know, for me doing a trip to Dallas, I would have had to add in 2 hours to stop at a EV2 level. I didn't know EV1, EV2, EV3. There's so much to learn if you're going to do it, and to map out and to get the apps that'll help you find the places. And Toyota, you know.
Now, don't get me wrong. I think EV is going to be, it's the wave of the future. But right now, I don't think that they have their act together, because if you're not getting 400 miles per charge, then I don't know if it's financially worth the car. It's just too much headache involved in this thing. And like I said, this is, I'm getting ready once this video is over with, to get rid of that car, and hopefully, well, not hopefully, but come back with a what do I call that thing? A hybrid RAV4, yeah. For my daughter, so so I can alleviate the headaches I have every time she gets in that thing. And also I can monitor on my cell phone
that's
mileage,
just lovely, and how fast I go,
and how fast she goes, and all of that good stuff.
Where I'm at, remember that.
Yeah, but with a different one, I won't no longer be able to do any of that. So I know she loves that.
I don't go anywhere. I'm a homebody and I work remotely. Yeah, Where do I go?
I wish I could work remotely, but
yeah, law enforcement.
I ain't got a job. I'm retired. Yeah, I mean, you know, for all you folks out there still working, but you know, it's really hectic it's really hectic being retired and all that good stuff. But yeah, I have fun out there working. But we're getting ready to run it. At least I'm getting ready to run this thing across the bridge over here.
And chill on your couch.
Yeah, and then we're gonna come back. And when I get back, if my daughter is up to it, we're gonna go into what?
Dating. My friends want a follow-up. They want some more on the dating thing. There was so much left untouched.
As long as we don't get too personal about me, then we'll be okay. But I know that's not going to happen, because I think she has an agenda here that she's going to get ready to follow. Matter of fact, while I'm gone, she's probably going to be writing down how to set me up again. But
I'm going to write down questions.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. But anyhow, this is old school Will and my daughter Jen, and we're really enjoying making these. Oh, that's another thing. Now that she can come out here and not have any worries about charging and all of that nonsense, I know that's been keeping her from coming out as often as hopefully she would like to. But we'll take it from there and see how things go. Okay, so I'm gonna go and get rid of the car, and I'll let y'all know when I come back. I might even take a picture and post it on here and let you see what it looks like. But I'm not, by no means, I'm not car bashing.
I am.
Well, yeah.
Toyota shouldn't have dropped what they dropped as soon as they dropped. And then in 7 months, for the value of that vehicle, which was too expensive of a vehicle to begin with, to have dropped over $20,000 within 7 months. The vehicle now has, it's almost at 4,000 miles. So 7 months, 4,000 miles. That Dallas, I made that trip 3 times in that. Anyways, Toyota's at fault.
Yeah, I
and
totally agree.
And they're making their customers eat that. And the dealerships don't even want to buy back the vehicle. That's a Toyota issue. Toyota knows what they did. They
Right.
need to fix it. They need
Right.
to set it right with their consumers.
Right. But just buyer beware. Okay, we're out of, at least we're out of here, and I'll be back in about an hour or two, and we get started on our dating scene. So you guys have a good day. From Will and my
Jennifer?
daughter, Jen. Okay, bye.